What's up, everyone? How's it going? Intro to MMA here, and it's been almost a day now since Whittaker versus de Ridder, UFC Abu Dhabi. It was a pretty decent card, you know. I feel like a lot of us were expecting this because they were trying to go out for, Abu Dhabi. They were putting together some nice matchups. We did unfortunately lose one good matchup in Mosar versus Irwin Pico, but oh well. I mean, it was still a good night nonetheless. And today we're gonna talk about it. Before we get into it, if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe. I'm pushing towards 500 subscribers, and I couldn't really do it with your guys' help. If you guys want to give your dog a bone, I greatly appreciate it. More stuff coming. Thank you so much. And two, don't mind my attire. I'm about to go to church, but I need to get this video out because if I don't do it now, I don't know when I'll do it, and then I won't do it, and then yeah. Alright, Whittaker versus de Ridder. Let's start in the very beginning. I'm not gonna lie, I was at a water park yesterday, so I missed like these two fights. Biggest takeaways from what I heard, Marcus Buccina, supposed to be the jiu-jitsu god, got exposed by the one and only Martin Baudet. Shout out Baudet, he's doing Sokovia right. Yeah, he just won. Pretty disappointing, man. Pretty disappointing. And then here we had Muhammad Yahya, the guy from Arad Mamorets, whatever, versus Steven Yeun. Dude, he was getting whooped and whooped. I'm pretty sad I missed this because the whooping this man gave was a generational whooping that comes once in a lifetime. What was it, like 11 knockdowns? Does it say right here? 6 knockdowns. I thought it was like 11 or something. Regardless, big whooping. Big up Steven. Now this is when I kind of started watching Abu Aslan versus Billy Aleknya. Wasn't a crazy fight from what I watched, but Billy won. Good job. Amanda Ribas versus Tabitha Ricci. I watched the first round, and then I think I fell asleep in the car on the way home, so I missed the second round, but I guess Tabitha got the TKO. Good job. Nice. And then Davey Grant versus Damon Blackshear. I think I was full out knocked out for this, so I don't really have much to say about it, but good job, Davey Grant, man. Shout out England. Now this is when I woke back up, and I'm glad I did. Muslim Salikov versus Carlos Leal. I took note of Carlos Leal when he fought Hazmat. What's his name? Last name Fragarmanov. It was a very competitive fight. I thought he won. They gave it to the other guy. Good on him, I guess. Then Muslim Salikov. What a guy, man. Carlos went in there trying to throw some crazy combinations, coming in like a bulldozer, and Muslim Salikov just countered him with a hellish right hook and boom, sat him down. That's all she wrote. 40 seconds in. This guy's incredible, man. What is he like? They said like 41 years old young. He's looking incredible. 2 back-to-back highlight reel knockouts. Sensational, man. Good job, bro. I'm honestly excited to see what he does next. Hopefully Carlos Leal can pick himself back up and fight again, because it takes 2 to tango, and if Carlos Leal was a boring fighter, it wouldn't have this moment. He would be on his back foot just watching the distance, but no, he's going in straight into the fire trying to make something happen, and I like that. Alright, then to close out the prelims, we had Bryce Mitchell versus Said Nurmagomedov, and damn, bro, Bryce was doing pretty good in the grappling, but every time they were like on the feet, dude, I felt like Said was hurting him a lot. Dropped him in the first round with that knee. While I'm happy Bryce had a successful 135 debut, I'm like, geez, man, if this is what Said Nurmagomedov is doing to you, what is like Peter Yan, Sean O'Malley, Umar Nurmagomedov, Corey Sandhagen, what are those guys gonna do to you, man? Can you really rely on all just wrestling? Oh, man. But who knows, sometimes you gotta settle into the weight, and maybe he will. But as debuts go, I guess he won, so good job, Bryce. Let's keep it going. Now we reached the main card. Kicking it off, Nikita Krylov versus Bogdan Guskov. Bogdan, what a guy, man. I had this guy, the evil Anthony Smith. He went in there and put out Nikita Krylov right away. Well, I guess not right away, but in round 1. got him with the, I believe it was a right hook, dropped him, followed up with ground and pound. Nikita was trying to like defend himself, throw stuff, a submission. Bogdan just got past all of it, kept punching, and that's all she wrote. Good finish, very happy with that performance. And let's see a top 10, maybe even top 5 opponent next for Bogdan. He's doing pretty good for himself. Next up, we had Asu Alamayebayev versus Jose Ochoa. Asu won, but I'm more impressed with Jose Ochoa. Like, what was a couple weeks notice, came in there, defended all the takedowns, did super well. Never really hurt Alamayev at any moment. But I was really impressed with his showing, man. Like, he made it super competitive, and it was kind of like a back and forth fight with Alamayev just getting the edge with controlling a lot of the grappling and clinch. But even Jose Ochoa, I believe, even got a takedown or something. But that's kind of the takeaway from this fight. Jose Ochoa, he's someone to look out for. Maybe with a full camp, he would have done better. Maybe not. But he's only going to grow from here, man. This flyweight division is heating up super well. So keep your eye on him. Alamayev, a good win, I guess, man. But come on, man. Now our featured fight, we have Shara Magomedov versus Marc-Andre Boullier. This was a competitive fight. I didn't think it was going to be that competitive. I thought Shara would have got him out of there quick. He was struggling a bit with the physicality of Marc-Andre Boullier, but you know, when he was on, he was lighting him up. I think he hurt him in the 3rd round, and ultimately I think he just won off damage. But Shara was cut himself, so what a war. Hopefully he goes back to the drawing board and keeps getting better, because if you keep getting better, the world's your oyster, man. Now we reached our co-main, Peter Yan versus Marcus McGee. Marcus didn't look out of place too much. He was doing pretty good in some exchanges, but Peter Yan is just that guy, man. He was hurting him. He was tagging him, getting his takedowns. 3rd round was rather lame. He pulled a Marab on him, which is very disappointing to see from Peter Yan. But hey, man, if it don't fix if it's not broken, you know. But Peter Yan looked pretty good. I think it's very obvious that he's probably gonna be next for a title shot. 3 fights in a row he's won. Who's really next after Corey Sandhagen? And dare I say, even Corey Sandhagen didn't deserve it. If they would have even waited, I feel like Peter Yan could have came back around in October even. That's pretty far away. Look, August, September, that's a whole 2 months. That's 10 weeks or 8 weeks, whatever you want to call it. But that's okay. We can wait as long as we get something like going. We have a clear contender now. I'm all for it. Marcus McGee, my applause to you for even stepping up. This is a big challenge that a lot of people didn't want to take, and you did it very willingly. W, Peter Yan. Now lastly, we have the main event of the evening, our Whittaker versus de Ridder. And oh my goodness, bro, what a weird fighter de Ridder is, dude. I feel like when I watch him fight, he's like throwing things in slow motion. It's like, I can't believe it. Looks like he's like not even trying. He'll be like, And like, I feel like nothing like that he was really throwing with his hands was doing too much damage to Whittaker, besides maybe his like straights that like was starting to cut open Whittaker, or maybe even like just made his nose bloody. I'm not too sure. But what I will say was super vicious was his knees. His knees are deadly, probably the most deadly knees to ever come out of the UFC. He just puts a pace on people and breaks them down slowly but slowly. Boom, 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 and just you wither. You're like, ugh. I can't imagine how much it could possibly hurt, man. With that little thing, he's pretty much winning his fights, and maybe that's all you need. But you know, we can't ignore Robert Whittaker. He was in there. He was damaging him. He even dropped him real bad, I think, in like round 3. De Ridder had Robert kind of hurt, and I feel like he sensed the finish, went after him, threw a reckless knee, and Robert countered with the perfect overhand right and dropped him bad. I feel like if Robert would have landed maybe a couple more blows, it would have been a TKO. Stop it right there. De Ridder hang in there and ended up with a split decision victory. Good fight overall. They both had their moments, but I guess De Ridder just edged it out, and Robert did look pretty tired towards the end. So I guess I can't be too disappointed with that result. But with that being said, very good fight. I'm very excited. I'm very happy with this fight card. It delivered in my eyes. Next week we have Tyra versus Albazi. Hopefully that's awesome. I'll do a video about that, so stay tuned. I love you guys. Take care. Until next time. Bye bye.